Welcome back to day 4 here at the International Aerospace Expo on New Babbage. Today is going to be a very short one because today is the alien ships. So we only have a small handful of ships that you see behind me to go through. So this is the Asperia Blade. It's a modified Vandal fighter, so it's inspired by the aggressive alien race of the Vandal. But it's a light fighter, single pilot, and it has 4 weapons, 2 cannons and 2 laser repeaters, which you can see kind of embedded there in what I would call the shoulder, where the wings jut out on each side. It also has 2 quad packs of missiles, so there are 8 missiles on this guy altogether. It's fast, it's furious, and it's very fun looking. I really like the design. This beauty is the Asperia Glaive. The Glaive is a medium fighter, so as the previous ship I showed you was a light fighter. This one is a little bit more teeth on it. The wings do fold down in flight, and it's got heavier weaponry designed for combat to stay in the fight a little bit longer and take on slightly larger targets. I love the design. I love how the arms are almost muscular in the way that they bulge, and they kind of look like biceps in a way. And I love the colors. You can see it also has missiles mounted on the wings. I really like the Asperia ships. They're very fun looking, very trippy, clearly very aggressive sort of design, and they're fun. I really enjoy them. So you can fly them today if you sign up at robertspaceindustriescom. They'll be able to view today and tomorrow, so that's the 22nd and 23rd. In the Apex Hall on New Babbage, and I have instructions on how to find this location in-game once you sign up in the description. This here is the Asperia Talon. The Talon comes in 2 variants, the Talon and the Shrike, which you can see right next door. The Shrike is more of a missile-carrying variant, where the Talon is more for lasers and guns. But you can see they have almost like a bird-like appearance. The wings do extend and unfurl when in flight, when you retract a landing gear. And I love the design of these ships. They're just so pretty. You can see they almost have like very feathery-looking extending parts. And the other cool thing about these two, the Shrike and the Talon, is that when you're inside, it has instead of a standard viewport, glass that you can see through, it's actually like an electronic display on the exterior. So it kind of mimics the outside while you are unable to see inside, and shields the pilot a little bit more with that extra bit of armor. So that's the Asperia. This is the Talon and the Shrike. This one is the Aopoa Cartuala. It's another light fighter. It's very maneuverable, and it totally changes configuration when you're in the air or in space versus when you're on the ground. So the whole thing changes the shape. Maybe I can splice in some video or show you a picture of what it looks like when it's completely extended. But it kind of unfurls into this X-shaped pattern, and it's a very fast, very maneuverable light fighter. Another one that's good in ship-to-ship, small ship combat. This gorgeous looking bird is the Aspiria Prowler. The Prowler is a drop ship from Esperia, so it's the first sort of alien drop ship that we've had in game. It has a nice array of features, multiple different weapons. It has a remote turret that can be piloted or controlled by a co-pilot. And then it also has these little drop ports on the side. I'll see if I can hit the open button. You can see they open up right there, so that it looks like you could hold up to 8 potential FPS combat bros that could drop out from the ship. And then you can see this is how you get in and out in the back. There's also a ladder for the pilot and co-pilot to climb out in the front. And yeah, there's the remote turret on top. The wings here will also fold out into actual wing-looking things when the ship's in flight. And this is just the configuration for when it is ready to land. So again, that's the Esperia Prowler. You can see it has the same sort of setup in the cockpit that you saw in the previous Asperia ship, where you don't actually get to see inside. I'm inside. Here's the inside view. Unfortunately, I could not get it to turn on or turn off for me, so I couldn't show that to you guys. This last one here is the Banu Defender. It's a medium fighter? Light fighter? Light fighter. It's got these two big cannons, which you can see right there on each side. And if I come up in the ship, you see there's little beds in here for the pilot and co-pilot. And then it looks like this is how you access the pilot part. So it looks like it's meant for duos. It has 4 weapons. Doesn't actually tell you what those are. But, I mean, it's very pretty. I love the style here. And again, the configuration will change when you take off and in space. You know, the arms sort of slide forward and out, and the landing gear will retract. So it gives it sort of like a crab-like appearance, which is very, I don't know, it's very unique. This is the first ship we've seen in-game from the Banu. And downstairs, there's another one, which I will show you in a minute on the holographic display. So this is the last one we see today, and I'll run downstairs so we can take a look at some of the holograms. This guy is the Banu Merchantman. It's a trading and freight vessel designed to go the distance. It's huge inside. It's like a capital class ship. So multi-crew definitely, very expensivo. And again, it's not in a game right now. This is one of the ships that people are very much looking forward to. It will allow you to set up shops and have a whole host of options on the interior. And very excited to see when it gets in game. I'm sure it'll have long distance jump drive capabilities. I'm not sure what the defensive or weaponry capabilities are going to be, but it's not a combat vessel. It's primarily for freight and trade and economic type of activity. It'll have a public area so that you can set it down, you know, in on a planet and allow people to come in and shop and trade their wares and look at the things that you have on offer. So it's going to have a lot of interesting options available, and we're very excited to see when it comes out, maybe sometime next year. And last for our look today is the Ghatak Railin. The Railin is a medium cargo vessel, and it looks like it's going to have a decent armaments. It looks like those are remote turrets on the sides. I'm not sure what other weaponry it possesses, but it looks maneuverable considering it's a cargo ship. And it'll probably be, you know, for people who want to get into cargo hauling, long distance, or intra-system. It'll allow people to take goods from one place to another, as is the nature of cargo. I do love the design, the X shape. It's very crisp. It's got a lot of interesting angles. I think those are supposed to be the cargo pods on the back end, those little triangles that are all stacked atop one another. So yeah, I'm very excited to see the ship when it comes in. It'll definitely be of interest, and you can see I guess those are the nacelles that are kind of jutting off each of the little X's, or the parts of the X. But yeah, it's a very pretty ship. That's the last one for today. There's not too many today on offer because the aliens are, you know, they're still filling out the palette of alien ships. Most of the vessels in Star Citizen right now are from human manufacturers. So we'll be back again tomorrow with yet another episode discussing the ships and showing you guys what is available. And don't forget, if you want to sign up, go to robertsspaceindustries.com and sign up with an email address. You can get into the game, download, and play for free. The game does have rather intense requirements, so you should have like a really decent video card, for example. Helps to have a solid state hard drive with 50 to 100 gigabytes free for the game. And then you also want to have a decent processor and monitor to get crispy images. And yeah, sign up, use my referral code, and if you end up buying the game, you will get a free Argo cargo with purchase because you used the referral code. So that's all today. Again, back again tomorrow. Stay safe, stay in flight, and I will see you again in the verse.